Hey everybody, it's Jelly again with Jammed Up with Jelly. We're here with a very special guest, Cole Miner. You'll find him at Cole's Drums on Speed on Instagram and I believe the Linktree as well, correct?
Yeah, Linktree. It's the same handle on everything.
Alright, that's Cole's Drums on Speed. Cole, how you doing?
Er, Pretty good, man. Good to be here.
So man, I've been watching your videos for a little bit. I checked out I've been seeing you on there and I just started following and goddamn you got some skill, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
How long you been playing?
Yeah, it's since I was 2 years old. So what? Yeah, 27 years now.
Damn, dude. Did you start on a
Yeah,
kid's kit or did you start on a full size?
yeah. I had a little, yeah, little kids. It's called a Sunlight, basically like a first act in the '90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My parents got me that, and I never stopped playing it.
Like, what would you
You
say was
know.
like your first inspiration for that?
I can tell you that, and you're not gonna fucking believe it. It was Garth Brooks.
All right.
Yeah,
Second.
yeah. My mom was real into country music, and as I remember, she would VHS tape. Like, remember you could record VHS like on your TV.
Oh yeah.
She would record live Garth Brooks performances on CMT, and I remember like they would show a glimpse of the drums, and I was still in diapers. Like I have this weird ability to remember when I was really young. And I remember seeing a glimpse of the drums. I was like, I like that shit. I want those. And my parents got me a drum kit, and I just never stopped playing them.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, it's kind of surprising considering that most of the style I've seen you play is some straight up metalcore.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as you get older, you get into like especially playing drum. I feel like drummers are more. Uh, they end up playing metal 9 times out of 10 just because that's where the cool shit's at. You know.
That's what I did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I played for about now, like I think it's 13 to about 15 years. I don't know,
Oh yeah.
but
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
it really I think it's because you want the more performative aspects, and it really pushes the abilities when you start getting into the heavier metal.
Yeah, yeah, and it's fun to play, and it's like, especially as you get older, it's good exercise. It's just all around just good for you. It makes your brain work more. You got to think harder for the parts. Have you ever seen the Buddy Rich interview where he just slams country music?
I don't think that I've seen a lot of Buddy Rich drum solos, but not I don't think that interview.
Oh, dude, he did this interview where he's like, oh, country music people, like anybody who plays country music is a fucking idiot. Any dumbass can get on the kit and just play simple country. It's like, oh my god, buddy, just calm down, man.
Tell that to a nice
Like he
left hand
pops off.
shuffle the entire song.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That shit'll kill you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's weird. Certain little simple things are the things that get you sometimes.
Oh yeah, like I know it's more southern rock, but ZZ Top, La Grange, that's just a weird
Dude.
little pattern.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I was in my band I've been in for like the last 10 years. We would go on these DIY tours, and we would go down to Texas sometimes, and we would like whenever we were in Texas, we would play the Lagrange intro. But I like the snare clicks at the
Yeah.
beginning. I would just do them with my feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like, dude, we're in Texas. We gotta play some ZZ Top. We'll just metal it up a little bit.
Of course, man. Everybody can dig that. It's groovy. It's clean
Yeah,
and
oh,
tight,
dude.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just jamming some ZZ Top, fucking the other day.
Nice,
It's just
dude.
fucking good. I love that old like ZZ Top. You ever listen to Groundhogs?
No.
You ever heard of that band?
No, but I'm writing it
Oh
down.
man, the Groundhogs. I don't know. I'm real blues influenced, like from an early age, because I started playing guitar when I was like 12, and like I was just obsessed with the blues. I was a big AC/DC kid.
Oh yeah.
I was obsessed with that shit. My son's an AC/DC kid. It's his favorite band. It's just like I feel like people with metal they start with AC/DC basically, or you get one of those root bands like AC/DC,
I
the
got
Beatles,
for me
the
it was Iron
Who,
Maiden.
whoever. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, Iron Maiden. That's a good one.
Oh
You
yeah.
get like that root band that gets you like to start straying the path and finding all these obscure bands.
I know. Once you start digging into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, yeah, and the rabbit hole is just never ending. Then you end up growing up and looking like us.
Yeah. You're telling your buddies, hey, have you ever heard of this band?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, of
Yeah.
course not.
Yeah, like, no, of course I haven't heard of fucking Sanguisugabog.
It's like, oh, it's the guitarist from this band. He joined to this band before this band, but he went back to them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How could you not have heard of it?
Yeah. You fucking idiot. You're a poser, man. That's your problem.
Oh, man. So, like, who's your, like, drum inspiration, speaking of, like, root bands?
Oh, fuck. Well, you know, you got, like, like I said before, like, the very early inspirations, you know, like Neil Peart and then, like, John Bonham and all that shit. That's for everybody. But, you know, as I got older and into more, like, real, like, hard stuff, like, I was a big Chris Adler kid.
Chris Adler.
You know, I was real obsessed with Chris Adler, especially like because I grew up when Lamb of God was hot shit. They just first came out, and like I was just like he made me want to start playing double bass. I didn't start playing double bass till I was 10 years old, and I just heard Lamb of God.
Oh, only at 10
You know?
years old?
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'll tell you, I was one of them kids that like I was. Like my friends, like, oh, he's a prodigy. He's fucking this amazing drummer. Blah blah blah. I was like one of them good kid drummers. It was like a gimmick. And then I got a double bass pedal, and I would play in my room every day. So I brought this double bass pedal in that my buddy gave me. It was like this old Tama pedal from the '80s. This piece of shit pedal, and I put it on my kit, and I start playing around with it, trying to get it to work. And my mom busts into my room. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm playing. I just got this new pedal." She's like, "That sounds like shit." And then she just shut the door and fucking left. I was like, "Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it."
Great motivation.
But I fucking stuck with it. Yeah. But yeah, Chris Adler, that was like my main thing. And then, you know, you get into just, you dive deeper. Like I got into like Pete Sandoval and like all sorts of fucking different people that I can't think of off the top of my head right now.
All right.
Probably because of this.
Yeah, we're all there.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like other like social media musicians like let's say Siberiano Espirito?
Oh yeah, that guy. I mean, he's fucking amazing. He's the number one social media drummer in the world right now. You know,
I mean,
look at what has he got? He's got like 4 or 5 million followers
probably.
collectively, maybe more.
I mean,
You know,
the
he's
dude's
just good,
insane.
and he's like ear candy.
He
know?
is.
Like
And-
you like people that don't play drums love watching him play.
Exactly.
You know, that's when you know you got fucking.
He's a showman.
You know, when you. Yeah, exactly. When you can draw a crowd in that like isn't part of your niche, but they enjoy it. Like that's when you know you got something good going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, it seems like
But-
right now there's a huge influx of different, just people being uniquely like talented in certain different aspects. Instead of just doing standard drumming, they're just starting to mix it up and get weird.
Yeah, well, that's what music's all about, man. It's all about being as weird as possible in your own fucking way. You know, that's what made all the cool bands cool. Fucking 50, 60 years ago. You know, like it doesn't seem like it now, but when like say the Who came out or Led Zeppelin or whatever them old boomer bands, like when those bands first came out, people were fucking like scared of them. And they thought they were like weird and just out of place, but that's what made them cool. You know, just this day and age, it's harder to be that weird, like in your own way, because just it seems like everything's been done.
Yeah. I mean, I think of like one of the
You know,
first
you gotta-
bands that I ever heard that I went, what the fuck is that? Was Primus.
Primus, yeah, that's a really good one because they were when they come out, the '90s.
I think their first album was 89, 90, something like that.
Yeah. So like they were still there. That's pushing the envelope. I mean, they probably even back in like 1990, everybody probably thought like, oh, everything's been done. What's anybody gonna do now? But like, look, it's fucking
And then you hear Tommy the Cat, and you're like,
35
what
years
the
later.
fuck?
Yeah. No, weird shit comes out every day. You gotta look harder for it because the market's saturated. You know.
Yeah, it seems like that's one of the things I dislike about modern pop is this shit's just an algorithm now. It seems like there's no creativity to it.
Yeah, that is true. Like you look, because I love like good like '80s pop songs. Like I got a playlist
Of course.
on my phone that I just like. I love like Cameo. You ever listen to Cameo?
I
Fucking,
don't think so.
Oh, dude, like it's that all pretty ladies around the world.
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking that band.
Yeah, classic
That
pop,
them
man.
fucking what?
Classic pop. I mean, the original '80s pop and shit like that. It hits good, man. You know, everything from B-52s to the Go-Go's. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, fucking Rick James. Which I mean, he's poppy, but I mean, he was fucking pop back in the day.
Of course,
I mean,
man.
I don't know. Maybe we're just getting old. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we're just turning into boomers and say like, oh, this new shit just doesn't hit like it did back in the day. You know?
I know it's hard. It's kind of hard pressed for me to find bands that are coming out in the last 5 years that I go, that's genuinely impressive, and I enjoy this.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to like be open to it too. You know, because you start getting sick of the shit. You know, it's just like, oh, another goddamn pop band fucking popped up. And I'm getting to the age where I'm just not interested. I'm just like, I want to stay open to new shit, but like I'm kind of just keeping my palate for new metal, really.
Yeah.
You know,
and there's so much to explore with metal too. It's such a deep like vein of just unknown, untapped bands that have so much talent, but nobody knows about.
Yeah, I wish there was like a good platform that was just for like finding cool bands, you know, like like a TikTok just for bands or an Instagram just for like finding bands. Cause you have Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude, Spotify's algorithm for like recommending new bands fucking sucks.
It's so weird. It is very
You
weird.
agree?
Yep.
Dude, I can't find any new bands on there. Like they show me the same bands all the time, and they won't show me any new ones. And I know there's like 100,000 new releases every day on Spotify.
Damn, that's impressive.
There's whatever the statistic is, it's crazy, and Spotify won't show shit.
Some reason, man, that algorithm's just been throwing me '90s punk bands.
Yeah, yeah. I'm down the grindcore rabbit hole.
Grindcore, damn. I mean, that makes sense with your taste in drum styling.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm just corrupted now. Like my buddy told me I need that bumper sticker that says I like music that sounds like shit.
I think I noticed that in one of your profiles. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know. I love it, man. Like bad mixes. Give me a bad mix that just sounds like chainsaws and fucking sledgehammers.
Yeah, apparently the original for the Xbox, like I think it was Xbox One, the Doom, like the new like 2016 one or whatever, when that came out, that was originally done with just chainsaws.
Oh hell yeah!
And then when the company heard like, all right, this is the mix, they're like, all right, now you're allowed to use guitars.
Yeah.
You made it with chainsaws.
Hell with that, I'd use the chainsaws, man. It was like, fucking, that's a good chainsaw, man. What kind of fucking tone you got on that thing? You got an HM2 on it?
So imagine putting a chainsaw through a wah.
Yeah, oh my god, dude, it'd probably sound cool.
I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to get myself a chainsaw.
Yeah, I got a fucking chainsaw in my garage. I might have to start experimenting with it.
Dude, yeah, I've seen a lot of, like I said, a lot of weird, you know, innovative, unique musicians now. They're just getting insane.
Yeah. Well, and like people are getting so goddamn good. You know, like the guitar players that like do the thing where they detune the guitar while they're playing and they're like slapping the guitar and all that shit.
Oh yeah, dude, the people who do the acoustic the tap and slap thing, it's brutal.
Yeah. It's crazy, and they're making like new tools for them, like capos that like you can move around and like they could
Adjust
hit
frets.
different parts of the string. Yeah, it's real fucking crazy. It's become like an actual genre.
I mean, I remember when like the craziest acoustic thing I saw was somebody bending the neck forward to get a detune. It's like, what? You're
Yeah,
gonna snap that?
yeah. It's like that guitar's gonna give one of these days, man. You're gonna break that fucker off.
Oh man, that's why I love a good dual tremolo.
A what?
Dual tremolo, floating bridge.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, yeah. You gotta have it, dude. I'm so pissed, man. I used to have a few guitars. I had a couple of BC Rich Mockingbirds with the floating bridges on them, and I was a fucking idiot, and I sold them, and I regret it every day. You know, because I love like I don't play guitar solos, but I would definitely like just make it just fucking like the end of Raining Blood.
Yeah, dude, did that hit
You
a
know,
pinch
that'd
harmonic
be
or
the only
something?
solo
And
you know. But,
I hear a lot of people always shit on dual tremolos because like I don't want to have 4 different guitars for different tunings.
right.
It's like I get it,
And
but
it's like, well, yeah, just quit being a nerd and playing one tuning, asshole.
exactly. Oh man,
Just
so
put it in drop L and call it a day.
drop A.
Drop L. Just low as you can get it.
Playing some corn.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I do love some corn bass tone, man.
I think that's a drop Z.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus Christ, that dude is insane.
Oh, dude, that's another fucking one of them things where you're like, man, everything's been done. But yeah, well, were you there when Corn came out? That shit was wild. It's still good to this day, man. Like Corn is the perfect sitting in the garage drinking by yourself music. You know.
I don't disagree. I mean, where else are you gonna get a modern vocal solo?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, ain't nobody can do that to this day. Like, all right, dude. When we get done here, I'm gonna go and fucking listen to some Corn.
Just crank some corn, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna.
Oh man.
Yeah, you should see this. You should see this fucking room I got right now. Like the whole room is trashed except like the frame you're seeing right now.
It's not too far off from what
Like,
I
I just
got.
fucking... Oh yeah. 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 Thank God we don't have wide angle lenses right now because I'd be fucked. I got my drums all strung out everywhere. I just had to drive to Sandusky, Ohio yesterday to shoot a music video
Damn.
and fucking sat around all day. Sat around for 6 hours to shoot my 30-minute drum part.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Is that one song?
It should be good though. It'll be worth it.
That was one song just doing the video.
Yeah, it was like it's this music video. What's the band called? I don't know. The band got a hold of me because the guy doing the video for him, I'm friends with because I would do fill-in jobs on drums for the tribute circuit. You know, tribute bands like you ever heard of Jump or Thunderstruck, like AC/DC
I've heard of Thunderstruck.
and
They
Van Halen.
come around my area.
Yeah. I'd fill in on drums for them sometimes, and he does all their video work. And he told this band to get a hold of me to go. They didn't have a drummer, and they needed a guy for the video. So I learned the song, went up there, and fucking. You should have seen this dude working the video. His name's John Fleshman, or what's his name on Instagram? John F Media. Dude's like the fucking
Shout out.
Steven Spielberg of music videos. It's fucking amazing. Like he's got the baseball cap, and he's fucking doing all this intricate work using fucking models and shit. It's crazy. But I just sat around all day watching him do this shit. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is like shooting a movie. And we were in an old church.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So it'll be a cool fucking video.
That's some
But
like
holy shit, I had to drive home in my van. I live 2 hours away from the spot, and I got a fucking slipping transmission in my van. So I'm fucking driving home in the rain with my van loaded up full of my drums and fucking just barely pressing the gas pedal on the turnpike, going 45 miles an hour, just trying not to let the fucking transmission slip.
Damn. You just hearing,
Yeah, it was
you
a
just
son of a
hearing
bitch.
like drum noises gently coming from the back.
Yeah. Well, just fucking, I'd just be driving nice and smooth, like trying to take it easy, and then the fucking transmission would drop back out of gear. Like, shit! Like, I'm not gonna make it home.
God damn, that's brutal. But I remember those days.
But I made it. Yeah. Yeah, stuff. Yeah, you been in any bands or anything?
I was in a band for about, I think it was maybe about 5 years, on drums, playing the like New England metal circuit a little bit. The band called
Oh yeah.
Speechcraft.
Is that where exactly are you from?
I'm from Massachusetts, like south of Boston, almost near Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. Right on. Do you know a band called Bonginator?
No.
No. Oh shit. Oh, they're from there. Man, I didn't know. Yeah. That's a shame. I
Bonginator?
figured you'd fucking know them. Yeah, they're like a silly like a death metal. I know they're like a death slam band, and they're just all about just fucking smoking weed and partying and acting like fools. Yeah, they're a good time. They take at the beginning of their show, they fucking have guys run out with Fago 2 liters and spray everybody. Yeah, dude, it fucking popped up.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
It's always nice
Yeah,
when a
the
band
shit.
comes with a vibe.
Say what? You broke up.
I said it's always good when a band comes with a vibe.
Yeah, dude. I think that is the key to success as a band now. You know, you gotta like have a vibe attached to you for people to fucking gravitate towards that nobody else has, and they have to go to you. You know what I mean?
Yep. Like there was this
Well,
band
that's easier said than done.
there was this band we played with called the Feng Shui Police. I don't think they're a band anymore. But one of the shows during one of their songs, everybody had a breakdown in the song, and during playing, they just started stripping down into their underwear. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
drummer's getting undressed while still playing like with one hand. It's like, what the fuck is happening here?
Oh my god. Hell yeah, dude.
And another local
There you go, though. That's what you got a vibe.
a local metal band that we played with in Worcester. They set up, instead of setting up on the stage, they were like, fuck this, we're setting up on the floor.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
The guitarist took his guitar mid solo, threw it up to the ceiling, caught it, and continued to solo in the crowd.
Hell yes.
Like, these guys are killing. I think
What
that was the band
What was
Elegy.
that band called?
That was called Elegy.
Elegy.
Or
I
Elegy.
feel like I've heard that name before.
They were decently big.
Have they? Yeah, I've heard of fucking Elegy before. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was a fun
That's
show.
nuts, dude. Yeah, holy shit. What's the Feng Shui Police though? That is a fucking great title for a band.
Yeah, they had like, it was really like almost, I swear, if they were out in the 90s, they would have been huge. They had this weird, unique, like,
Oh yeah.
stoner rock, but kind of pop rock mix sound.
Oh yeah. Dude, I fucking love me some stoner rock, man. I'm a big I don't if you watch my videos online, you would not think that I love stoner doom, but I fucking love it.
Man, I mean,
Like one of my top genres.
I love me some stoner rock. I mean, Queens of the Stone Age, I guess you could call stoner rock in there. I listen to
Oh
them
yeah.
every
definitely.
goddamn day.
Queens of the Stone Age, Caius, fucking Electric Wizard, Sleep.
Screaming
Yeah, it's good to have a good repertoire of shit you like. Keeps you weird.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was raised
Yeah.
on like 60s and 70s and classic rock, then got into grunge and metal, and then kind of
Yeah.
everything from there, even old school hip hop, man. Some good old KRS-One, some Naughty by Nature.
Dude. Yes, sir. Yeah, dude. The old school hip hop gives you fucking style, man. keeps you grounded.
Yeah, the ta ta tang, what ta 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 tang. You know?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
we
dude.
do.
Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah, I always try to insert like um just like random like Easy E lines and fucking Snoop Dogg lines into shit I'm doing just because I fucking love that stuff. You know?
It's classic, dude.
Yeah, it's classic and it's just fuck. There's a reason it was so huge. There's a reason it dominated fucking music when it was out. You know?
Plus
And
being,
it dominates. It dominated better than rap does now.
yeah.
You know? And there's good rap out now. There's good hip hop, but it ain't nearly like the way it was in like the '90s.
I think the 90s stuff was way more influential to the genre because it changed like everything in a way. It was more new and
It
fresh.
just came out, and like I said before, it was weird and upsetting to people.
Yeah, people hated
You
that
know?
shit. Parents
people
hated
fucking
it.
got organized fucking like public like album burnings and shit. You know, like, you don't have that shit nowadays. Like music isn't like like even nowadays like the parental advisory logo, like that's not even necessary anymore because nobody cares.
True.
People are like, yeah, it's just music.
It's funny how it's
You know?
not really on there anymore.
Yeah, and it's like when I was growing up, I remember like when you're a little kid and your parents are like, oh, you're not allowed to say curse words, you're not allowed to like use bad language. Well, my mom was always like, you're not allowed to say curse words unless you're singing a song because it's in the song. You know,
Yeah.
that was the rule in my house. It's just like it's overlooked nowadays. Like it's not as weird and upsetting.
I know. When's the last time we had somebody like D. Snyder get called into the Supreme Court or whatever the fuck that was?
Yeah, no shit.
Be like, your lyrics are
Yeah, dude,
satanical.
I showed my 7-year-old. My 7-year-old is like the biggest metalhead you'll ever meet in your life. It's really weird, but he's obsessed with fucking D. Snyder. He thinks D. Snyder's the coolest guy in the world.
He's pretty cool.
And I would turn on that court case hearing of him walking into the courtroom,
And
fucking then unfolding the paper and flattening it out. Like he thinks he's the coolest fucking guy in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's ballsy to just go in there and actually just smack them with logic.
Yeah. When they're not expecting it, and you can't do that nowadays because people are like, I don't know, maybe it's social media that like just makes everybody a little like socially smarter,
Yeah.
less judgmental. Like you're less judgmental unless you're a person on social media that has like a cross, a crucifix in your fucking profile bio, then you're probably an idiot. You're an idiot spewing hate on the internet. But
Yeah.
other than that, everybody's kind of hip to like what's what.
Acceptance in a way.
Not necessarily acceptance, just like more aware of like how things are, how people are. It's real weird, and I don't think humans aren't wired to be that way, but we are. So now everybody's all fucked up and strange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's my take on that.
All right. I got some interesting questions here. If you had a go-to karaoke song, what would it be?
Ooh, go-to karaoke. Ditto Head by Slayer.
Ditto Head by Slayer. You gonna pull that off?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, I will.
There you go, man. All right. So we both grew up in the 90s because you said you were 29.
Yep.
What video games are like your go-to?
Video games. Oh shit. Gears of War.
Going
Big Gears of War guy.
Gears of War. So that's
Oh, yeah.
Xbox 360.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't grow up with an
before Gears of War,
N64.
yeah, I don't even know. All I remember is Gears of War.
Shit. So have you been playing anything lately?
Yeah, I mean, I'll hop on. I have an Xbox One still.
I think that's what
that
I got.
I got Xbox, I got Game Pass, and I'll hop on and I'll play Gears of War Ultimate Edition, just the first one, just because I think that's the grossest one, and it's just got the cool story. I love hopping on and just love the story modes.
Yeah, it was fun because that was one of the first like refined cover shooters.
Yeah, yeah, dude, did you play that when it first came out?
Yep. Well, now maybe not when it first came out. I remember it was literally New Year's Eve when I was playing it
Oh no
for the
shit.
first time. I don't know what year.
Yeah, yeah, and the cool thing about Gears was, at least to me, when it first came out, I think Gears came out in 2005. It came out on Xbox 360, and Xbox 360 just came out when HD TVs were like a new thing.
Yes.
And I remember seeing you remember seeing an HD TV for the first time, and it like fucks
Oh.
with your eyes.
It's
Remember
insane.
seeing that? It's just like, what am I seeing? It's too good for my vision. And I remember playing Gears on an HD TV. I'm like, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever. Like, who the hell is Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, might as well be a fucking
know?
IMAX.
Yeah, exactly. It was better than that. So I don't know. It stuck in my brain, and I just always had this like emotional attachment to Gears.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw a 4K TV, the 1080p 4K. I put
Oh
on
my God.
I put
Yeah.
on King of the Hill because I went, how could they take this cartoon from the 90s that had rough animation and make it smooth? I'm like, how did
Right.
they do this? It's like 120 frames a second. It makes
Yeah,
no
it's
sense.
so weird. And and you see that 4K, and you didn't realize that you got used to the original, like the 1080 HD that first came out. It's like it happens again. It's like, what the fuck? And like you get used to it, and you're used to it forever.
Yep.
It's real weird.
The funnest thing is plugging an old
Yeah, that's
console
the
into one of them and seeing how every like pixel gets blown up to like an inch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's something like people born now will never like experience that, or they might. I don't know if they're gonna like, unless they have TVs that like inject directly into your eyes.
I mean,
But that was a weird time to live.
they'll never know the struggle of plugging in an RF adapter and setting it to either channel 3 or 4 and having to put their TV on 3 or 4.
Oh, dude, there were some good games on that shit back then, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like PS1, PS2, fucking Nintendo 64.
I grew up with the N64. I still got it.
Yeah, same, dude, same.
Shit's classic.
Yeah, my evolution was my first console was N64, and then I got a PS1 hand me down from my cousin, and then I got a PS2, and then an Xbox 360. And then I quit playing video games until like I was like in my mid-20s, and I got an Xbox One during COVID because I was so bored, and I
Yep.
played Gears again.
Man, so you completely avoided the Sega verse.
Yeah, I never played Sega. I had an older cousin that played Sega. He played a lot of Doom on Sega, I'm pretty sure.
Doom on
And I would just
Sega.
sit and watch it. Was
I-
Doom on Sega?
I'm not sure. You might be thinking of Unreal Tournament.
I think so.
'Cause
I was
I'm-
so young. I remember just sitting watching him play. But I remember he
think
had a
I'm
Sega,
thinking-
and I was just like, yeah, I can't do this shit.
Yeah, that would have been probably Sega Dreamcast, I think.
Oh my god, the Dreamcast. Yeah, I had friends that would have like those random consoles, and I just wasn't familiar with.
Oh, the Dreamcast was the weirdest one.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Yeah, that got taken down because they didn't put like privacy on their discs, so they could just be burnt and played.
Oh no shit, that's kind of cool though.
Yeah, they took them down.
Oh fuck.
Shit, man.
Yeah, well, dude, and the consoles now they're so fucking like it's almost like you have to have a PC. You know,
Pretty much.
and then like PlayStation's taking over, and I'm not really a PlayStation guy. I love Xbox, but I heard the Xbox whatever Series X. I heard that thing sucks.
So I might have the Series. I got one without a disc tray, and it's pretty fancy.
Yeah, an Xbox though.
I think it's an XS or something like that. Yeah, Xbox
Yeah, so
XS.
that's the new console. Yeah,
It's not the
yeah.
little. It's
I
not
heard it
the.
sucks ass.
It's not the square
Yeah, it's
guy.
like a tower thing.
No, it's not
Yeah,
that. It's flat.
really.
I think
Oh,
it's the
I don't know
same
then.
thing, but it's the virtual only version.
Yeah, which I mean that's almost better. I don't want to have to buy discs anymore.
I like it because it can keep a game for months open. You can have like 10 games all playing at once and just hop into it back and just unpause.
Yeah, that's real nice. Imagine taking that like back to somebody in 2005.
Yeah, remember the
Like,
second
hey,
you
check
hit that
this
disc
out.
tray on the Xbox 360, it would shut the thing. It would restart the console.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just not a thing anymore. You don't got to worry about it.
Nope. I don't even got a disc
And
tray.
I don't even
which-
know. Yeah, I don't even know what kind of storage they have now. Whether they got like fucking million terabytes or whatever.
I think I got like 2 terabytes. I think it comes with the terabyte, and I have a little expansion memory card in the back. So I got
Yeah,
like
see, that's
40
fucking
games
crazy.
on
I
there.
remember, I remember when the Xbox 360 came out, and it was like the fucking real fancy. If you were a rich kid, you got the 4 gigabyte Xbox 360. You know, like it's crazy, dude. Now you can just have 2,000 gigabytes, and that's the standard.
And you used to be able to pop it off the back and just slap it into your buddies and be like, "Here's my game."
Yeah, yeah, the little thing that you jam into the side. Yeah,
Yep.
that shit was nuts.
Yeah, the Red Ring of Death would kill everybody. So
The Red Ring of Death got everybody, man. It got me. It got my fucking. I don't know anybody that didn't get the Red Ring of Death.
nah, everybody did. And I don't know. Did you ever try to fix it with pennies?
No, but I fixed it by wrapping it in towels and turning it on and leaving it running.
Make a heat? Yeah, it's basically because it was a heat sink failure.
Yeah, I guess it like melted whatever. It melted it more and it made it work again. Like how's the penny trick work?
You just
I
like,
never heard of that.
You like super glue a stack of pennies to essentially just make a heat sink out of copper, and put it and glue it to
Really?
the board where that heat sink was failing.
Holy shit!
We got it to. We
That's
got
a
it
lot
next-
more, a lot more surgical.
Yeah, we got it to restart up for about 5 minutes, and then it just gave us another red ring.
Oh fuck, man! I did that towel trick and it lasted me fucking like a few months.
Damn, that's pretty
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's so funny. Yeah, like, and to learn them tricks, you just like you got on Google, like how to fix the Red Ring of Death. Get on Google on your desktop.
good. Oh, I
You
know.
know?
Having that good old dial-up. I mean, in these days,
Yeah.
we were past dial-up then, but still,
You what?
we were past dial-up in the Xbox 360 days, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, well, some people weren't. I mean, I remember it was close. Dial-up was not far from Xbox 360, like probably 5 years.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
just
actually,
missed us.
yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, I went, and when I first got an Xbox 360, I had no fucking hope in hell for getting online.
Yep.
You know, when I was probably, I think I was 2004 or 5. I was 9 or 10 years old. Like, I didn't know what an Ethernet cable was. My parents didn't know what an Ethernet cable was. We didn't have Wi-Fi. Had no need for it because everybody had flip phones. You know.
Yep. I mean, I remember
Yeah.
my first Xbox 360 that I owned. I had to get a wireless, like, plug-in Wi-Fi adapter.
Yeah, oh, dude, I remember that. Dude, so did I. Yeah.
Yep. You clipped into the back.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, once I finally got hip to it, you'd buy that fucking adapter with the little antenna on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed fancy as hell too.
Oh, I know. It's like, that's it?
Yeah.
And it just connects? Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
I can use YouTube?
Yeah, and I remember it failing. Like it wouldn't. I'd always get cut off, and I got to the age where I found out what an Ethernet cable was. I'm like, oh, it's just a cord that connects directly to your internet box. So I would run Ethernet cable from my family computer through the living room, just across the floor, all the way to my room, and just fucking plug the Ethernet into my Xbox.
Oh, yeah, that's the classic.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully nobody trips over it.
Yeah, they're like, well, I don't got to worry about it. I'm in here playing fucking Gears of War, man.
God damn, man. That's one thing I remember as a kid is playing like multiplayer games and my cousins just being like, I'm about to lose, so they would just rip the console from the wires.
Oh yeah,
I didn't lose because we didn't finish.
yeah. The origins of fucking rage quitting.
Pretty much.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there. You always got that one fucking cousin or that one buddy that fucking. They always throw the controller. They'll fucking. They always do. They always get their signature move. You know,
Yep.
their signature move. They throw the controller or they fucking hide the batteries to the controller. Or
I was
they
about to say,
fucking-
I've been the victim of the battery hiding. Come back from the bathroom.
Yeah,
They're like, all right, here we go. It's Mario Party. So then you go back and you're in the middle of a mini game and you're like, what the fuck? My controller. My Wavebird.
Uh-huh. Yeah, oh, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, magical old school antics with the video games that people from now until forever won't get to experience because video games are too advanced now. I feel too dumb to play new video games.
They're really in depth nowadays, a lot of them.
Like even like Red Dead Redemption, that's the coolest fucking game ever.
Oh,
I'm too dumb to play it.
nah, man.
You know?
You gotta give Red Dead 2 a try.
I did. I played it for a while, but I couldn't finish the fucking story.
Man.
You know, I fucking walked all around the map, fucking went to all these like secret spots, and what made me stop is one of my buddies came over that's like a real video game nerd, and it's like, oh, you haven't been to this spot yet, you haven't done this yet, or like, oh, I did that fucking months ago, blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what, I guess I fucking suck ass at this game. I quit. You know, I fucking it's too much for me. You know, I'll stick to fucking playing goddamn Hot Wheels on N64.
Hot Wheels Turbo Racing.
Dude, did you play it?
Oh, of course. That had an actual that
dude,
had a Primus B-side on it.
They fucking didn't they?
It was called Squirrel Tactics, I think, or Squirrel Style. Squirrel Style.
I wouldn't remember the title. Holy shit,
Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. Wow.
dude! Yeah, dude, that was a amazing game.
They had some Reverend.
It was better than what it should have been.
They had Reverend Horton Heat on there too.
They had what?
This band called Reverend Horton Heat.
Oh yeah.
It's another-
I wouldn't know. I haven't played it in years. I haven't played it since I was a kid.
Oh, man, I'll pop that up every once in a while. It's better than the new Hot Wheels shit
yeah.
they released.
Or dude, you know what was a good game? A good game that I will still to this fucking day will look up on YouTube and just watch the playthrough of it. The original Spider-Man 64 game.
64. Wow.
You remember the Spider-Man 64 game?
No, I never had it.
Never played that? Oh,
No.
dude, it was fucking us. Mwah. It was the best Spider-Man game ever. It was so long. Like it's like you get on there and the dude's like burning through the game, and it's like 8 hours.
Damn.
It was like being a little kid. Being a little kid, it took me fucking months to beat that game. But no, man, that was a magical game.
See, that's why you need to give Red Dead 2 a chance. Because all you gotta do, fuck all
Yeah,
the side missions.
I love Red Dead 2.
Just do the story missions. I did a replay battle last month. I finished my third replay of it, and I still cried. I cried at the
Oh, no
story.
shit.
I'm an adult goddamn
Damn.
man,
Yeah.
and I cried.
And that's what I like about games. I'm not a big online guy. The only thing I'll play on online is Halo. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I'll do online because I can actually do well. But everything else, I like the campaigns.
Yeah, I do online. I only
I
do
judge a
Rocket
game by
League.
the campaign. You what?
I only do Rocket League online.
Yeah, you got you got your own certain thing you like to do online because everything else I suck ass at online. I'm not a big.
Yep.
I'm just not good at video games.
I'm losing my skill.
Yeah, oh, you're losing it.
Oh, definitely. I used to be way better. Now I'm just like, goddamn, I suck.
Dude, I'll tell you something. Did you ever play Guitar Hero as a kid?
Yes, I did.
Dude, so I fucking played Guitar Hero. I was a master. I could play Through the Fire and the Flames on expert hanging upside down. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I was a wizard at Guitar Hero. I was a fucking nerd. And I just played Guitar Hero for the first time since I was a kid, like last year. And I got on there, I was like, I'm talking myself up. I'm like, yo, dude, you guys have no fucking idea what you just fucked with. Like, you're enter a world of pain in this game. And I get on it and I just fail in 2 seconds. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I fucking lost it. I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
Like that was a very humbling experience.
I remember the better I got at real guitar, the worse I got at Guitar Hero.
You what?
The better I got at real guitar, I was worse at Guitar Hero. Even though it does teach you the movements between frets pretty well. Thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then Guitar Hero evolved where they put the buttons up here.
Oh yeah, on the Rock Band controllers too.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Rock Band when they introduced the drums, if you played on Expert Plus, it was pretty realistic to what the drums would have been on a small kit.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, dude, man, remember when Rock Band came out? Like that was such a fucking huge, like that was like on the news, you know, like people lined up at the Kmart to fucking buy Rock Band, you know.
The Kmart.
That was some hot shit. Yeah.
Classic.
You know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember getting together with all my buddies, like, yo, just like, did you hear Xavier got Rock Band? Dude, we got to go over and fucking play Rock Band. And we'd fucking go hang in you go hang in your buddy's basement for the entire weekend. You don't see sunlight the whole time. Just sitting there playing fucking Queens of the Stone Age songs.
Oh yeah, just Mountain Dews and Doritos.
That's right. Yeah, Mountain Dews, Doritos, and fucking
frozen pizzas.
Yeah, like every once in a while, one of your buddy's parents walk down with a couple Domino's pizzas and say, "Go nuts."
Yep. Goddamn.
You demolish that and go right back at it.
When you were hanging out. What's that?
What's that?
Nope.
No, you. What were you saying? Sorry.
Gonna say when you guys were hanging out, you have a cup of fart and throw it in one of their faces. Fart in your hand.
Oh yeah, a cup of soup.
Cup of soup?
Yeah, cup of soup. Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what you called it?
Yeah.
I call it a cupcake.
A cupcake.
Just cupcake. Cup of soup.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. It's the same fucking thing. Yeah. Different demographics just got different names, but we're all the same. We're all the same scumbags.
Oh yeah, I mean that transitions well into what I do like to ask of people. A lot of their slang terms for certain things, like you ever with your buddies or just by yourself play ding dong ditch?
Ding dong ditch? Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Now, did you have a different name for that?
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to say it on the internet.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the word knuckles. Yeah, no, I've heard that. I've heard knock and run, ring and run. One of my favorites has been from people.
The main is ding dong ditch though.
People from Connecticut, I've heard. Oh, also, people from Canada. Let's start with that. Let's call it Nicky Knocky Nine Door.
Holy shit, that is.
Or Nicky Nine Door.
How do you get 10-year-old kids to memorize that shit?
And then my favorite was from Connecticut, where it's they call it Knock Knock Zoom Zoom.
Oh yeah.
2 people have told me that from Connecticut. So I don't know if it's everybody or just that maybe they were in a local area.
Or they're pretty good. I mean, Connecticut's kind of like Canada, so they kind of have they relate the silly name. It's like the further up north you go, the weirder the name gets.
Maybe, but
yeah.
What about if you gotta let's say what's your slang term for cash? You know, you calling it moolah, greenbacks, fat stacks, lettuce, dough?
Oh shit. I don't really have a name because I've never had a lot of it.
So scratch?
Yeah, usually just yeah. I don't. That's one I don't have a name for. Yeah, probably just fucking. Or wait, no. Let me think. Let me think. Um, clams. Yeah, clams.
Going with claims. Got 20 claims here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh huh.
Man, what about
Yeah. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
if you have to urinate, what are you calling that?
Oh yeah. Okay. I call it push out some yellow cum.
Push out some yellow cum. That's a new one. For leak, piss, whiz, waz.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Push out some yellow cum. That's a thick piss.
Yeah. That's gross. Or I like to tell people like I just go say I gotta go take a nice brown piss.
Well, that transitions
Tell
well into the
people
next
that,
question of what's your slang term for a bowel movement?
Oh fucking.
Taking a dump, taking a mess,
Uh,
having a push, dropping the kids off at the pool, bringing the Browns to the Super Bowl. What are we talking?
Scooter.
Having a scooter.
My grandma taught me that. Yeah, my grandma. Yeah, scooter. Gotta go scooter.
Oh, shout out Grandma Minor.
Yeah. Shout out to Gran.
Oh.
My grandma is the one who like taught me like all my bad words, like anything hateful. That's all my grandma's work.
Oh yeah, I remember my grandparents, similar to your ding dong ditch thing, there was another term for jerry rigging or Mickey Mousing something
Yeah, there you go.
that I was very
Yeah.
familiar with and didn't realize for a while that was terrible.
Yeah, you don't realize how bad it is. Like when you're a kid and you're just around like them, it's like, oh, it's just a simple thing, yeah. But you get older, it's like, okay, that's never repeat this in public.
Yeah, you learn pretty quickly.
Yeah, and now we're referring to it on a fucking public podcast.
Well, we didn't say any words. We're referring to it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And again, this is a comedy podcast. These are all jokes. Nothing here is supposed to be taken
Yeah.
seriously. But yeah, I remember
Disclaimer.
my grandfather when Obama got elected. My grandfather was,
Oh,
I
boy.
believe, 84 at the time. He goes, "You see that, Joe?
Yeah.
That's the richest N-word in the world." I'm like, "Grandpa,
Oh, my
that's terrible. You don't know about Jay-Z? He's clearly richer than this guy."
I'm just like, yeah, it's like, no, he's not. I was like, just like no, just say that when they play the Super Bowl halftime show.
So that's same. He told me pretty much. I think the same year at Christmas time, he used the phrase, "You're not a real man until you split the dark wood."
Oh my god.
I remember instantly
Jesus
on my Obama phone texting all of my friends that.
Yeah, on your Obama phone.
That's what I had at the time.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
minutes.
dude, have you ever hung out with like your grandparents while watching like the Super Bowl?
Mm-mm.
Dude, I fucking highly recommend it. If your grandparents are about the same as mine, which it sounds like they are, it's a fuck. I go to my grandparents' house for the Super Bowl, not to watch the game, but to watch them get fucking pissed off at the halftime show every year.
The fuck is this?
They fuck. Yeah, they fucking. Oh, why they fucking play this fucking stupid bullshit? And then I just play along. And it's like, well, because it's good, Gran. It's because this is good music, and you're wrong. And she just fucking spirals out of control.
This is the
Yeah,
pinnacle
I
of
do it every
entertainment.
year. It's like it's like my special holiday. It's not the actual Super Bowl. It's just to watch my grandparents get pissed at the halftime show because it's some fucking pop thing, and they don't get it.
It's like a real life YouTube like reaction video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I need to start recording is what I need to do because it's fucking hilarious every year. And I go over there and it's like, so I don't know. Yeah, you don't know this, but my whole family, we live on a street, but like my brother is in my backyard. My aunt and my uncle are my next door neighbor. and then their next door neighbor is my mom, and then my mom's next door neighbor is my grandparents. So we can all just walk down to each other's houses and just, it's like a commune. We just fuck around and nobody's going to call the cops on each other.
You guys are setting a
That's
compound
why I'm out
up.
here. Yeah, I'm out here. I can play drums 24/7 because who the hell's going to call the cops? My whole family. If somebody calls the cops, I'm just walk over to my brother's house, punch him in the face.
Damn right.
You know? Yeah, so like we just walk down. We can walk down there, and my aunt and my uncle, they're about boomer age. We go down there, and they just fucking throw a fit at the halftime show, and it's fucking hilarious every year. It's so much fun. Highly recommend you get your entire family to live right next to each other because the shenanigans are top tier.
I can imagine that kind of family. My family just sucks.
Yeah.
But
Well, everybody's family sucks. You just pick on each other and laugh about it, and then it's fun at the end of the day.
yeah,
We do our fair share
ideally.
of fighting, but it's funny still.
Oh damn! All right, well let's go to the last slang term thing here. What's your slang term for masturbation?
Oh shit! Choking your chicken.
Choking the chicken, not feeding the
Yeah.
geese, handing out flyers, playing some pocket pool,
Yeah. Making snail trails.
making snail trails.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fucking smacking the ham. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them for that one. Bop your baloney.
Bop your baloney.
Yeah.
Slide over the salami.
Yeah.
Push the pepperoni. Now we're getting on to deli meats.
Well, contrary to pushing out yellow cum, taking a nice white piss.
There we go. We got the yin and the yang in that situation, except it's white and yellow.
Right. Yeah. 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 Fuck, I didn't realize I had a few of them for that one. Shows you how big of a fan of that I am.
I mean, you got the wrist control.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys want to see a blast beat?
I call these triplets.
Yeah. Oh God.
Guys want to see me do triplets at 180 BPM? That's what you should call it, beats per minute.
Yeah. It's fucking.
I'm going to do 126.
Yeah. Anybody got a metronome?
I was about to say, hook up your metronome and figure it out one day. Shit, it's out of tune.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That was a good one. Good questions, man. I like them.
Oh man, that if you're playing music, have you ever thought about doing some insane like entrance, like coming out of this, like setting up some insane costume or try to come down from the rafters type of shit?
Yes, actually. Back when I first joined my band that I've been in for about 10 years, the Black Order. So I was this punk ass kid that nobody knew who I was, and I just joined this band full of like 30-year-olds, and I was this crazy fucking. It was the big joke that I was like the wild drummer. Fucking, I looked like I was high on coke, blah blah blah, crazy guy,
On
and it was a
speed,
big
if you
joke.
will.
They what?
On speed, if you will.
Yeah, exactly, on speed. Yeah, and they wanted to roll me out in on a two-wheel cart, and then tied up like Hannibal Lecter.
I was gonna say Hannibal Lecter style.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter, and then have like my buddy, my guitar player, singer in the band. He has this big, huge black brother. He's a good 350, big, giant, scary guy. And he was gonna roll me out, and I was just like this little fucking skinny kid at the time. He was gonna roll me out, and then just like be like scared to like untie me, and fucking like let me loose out of the straps. Like that was the only thing that we ever thought of for that.
That's pretty dope, though. I like that.
Yeah, it was a good idea. It was my buddy's idea.
You ever do
Wow.
costumes or like some sort of setup like that?
For Halloween, couple times I would dress up like Macho Man Randy Savage.
That is insane because I've also done a house show where we did wrestlers.
Oh yeah. Oh dude.
I
Should
made a
have.
whole
I wish I could have
mankind
been there.
mask and everything.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was me as
I'm a big Macho Man guy.
Macho Man's great, dude. It's the cream of the
Yeah.
crop.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. I got a fucking shrine to him in my bar in the house.
Fuck yeah, dude. I wish I could do a
Yeah.
solid impression, but I'll just embarrass myself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
dude.
That's kind of nope. Um,
Or I was here. No, let me show you my impression. Let me show you my impression of Macho Man when he was driving his car and he had his heart attack. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, he's driving. Oh no.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be spot on, right?
I would not disagree.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
it's
What are you
always
smoking there?
a little bit of something.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. No, I wish I would have brought mine out. I fucking would have smoked with you.
Just in case the YouTube guidelines and whatnot. This is all performative.
Yeah, that is a Virginia Slim.
This is just
This
performative.
episode is brought to you by Virginia Slims.
We'll get that sponsorship one of these days.
Yeah, oh, dude.
I still got Marlboro
Yeah,
miles to
fuck it,
cash
yeah.
in.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Um, so man, getting back to like your band and what you're doing on the socials, what's your overall goals? Just to keep going in the path you're going, climbing up and making a name?
I don't know. It's just the I just like fucking playing drums and just making heavy music and acting a fool and fucking whatever happens. You know, I just like I'm talking to you in my fucking sheds that I built out in the back of my house that I just come out and play drums every day. I make those stupid internet videos every day. And I do a lot of gig work. I like doing that. That's fun.
Session
but
drummer
I just-
shit, or
I wanna, what's that?
like session drumming and stuff like that?
I like doing session drumming, but I would like to be a part of like a big project someday, you know. But I mean, that's like pipe dream shit, and I'm not a big I'm not one of them guys that's like, oh, this is my dream, and this is what I'd love to do. That's not my. I don't like get off on that shit. I just like, even if there was no internet and there was no nothing, if the world came to an end, the number one thing I'd be worried about is like, can I come out to my shed and play my fucking drums to Slayer songs?
No.
You know. So I just like playing drums, and there's not much else to say. You know, I like if the
You're-
cool opportunities come along, that's awesome. But regardless,
You're in it for the
I'm gonna
love
be
of the
playing
game.
until I die. What's that?
You're in it for the love of the game.
Yeah, exactly. And then like a lot, like it's all about the process. You know, it's like people have these like dreams of like aspirations for shit. It's like my aspirations is to fuck come out and do what I do every day. Fuck play drums. You know, it feels good. It feels the same way it did when I was 2 years old.
Damn.
You know, it's a fucking. I just like doing it, and like it's like a lot of people see my stupid crap on the internet, which is cool, but like I'm still doing it. I do it if people weren't watching it, but I have the means to do it. So this is where we're at.
Yeah. No, man, I feel you. I wish I still had
Mhm.
my kit where I could play it. I don't have it set up anywhere in my house because I live in an apartment. And people won't like that.
Yeah, I have the struggle with the apartment. Yeah.
But so it's over at a buddy's basement, and his like nephew's been playing it. So I'm like, hey, at least it's getting some use.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I struggled for years finding a place to play, man.
Oh, it's
And I finally got this house out in the country with my fucking family all next to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm building a shed out back, and I'm gonna fucking soundproof it as best I can. All I did was put insulation in the walls and foam the whole thing. You could see the foam all around
yeah,
me.
that should be
But
good enough.
yeah, I mean it works. If you're inside your house and I'm in here, you can't really hear me.
Yeah, you might be able to hear some muffled
So
drumming, but
yeah, I mean you hear a little bit. You hear the kick drum. That's about it. But fucking
yeah, man,
it worked.
I miss it so much. It's such a good therapy and physical activity.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, if you really enjoy playing drums, you gotta find a proper place to play your acoustic drums. I'm not a big fan of electric drums,
Yeah,
but on the other hand, I've never played a really nice electric kit though. My mind could be changed.
they're getting really good now, where you can like tune the mesh heads and everything, and
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, see, I've never played with anything like that.
yeah, I've only played on it. Well, I've played on those at like Guitar Center and shit, but the last thing I had for electrics was an old Oasis from the '90s, and it had two dynamics, quiet and loud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
rough.
I had a shitty little Alesis kit, and I sold it like this last year for somebody wanted to give their kid a kit for Christmas, and I wasn't doing nothing with it. But I played it, and I was like, this fucking doesn't feel anything like playing drums. I feel like I'm sitting at a computer desk.
Yeah,
And I'm a real physical type of drummer. Like I hit hard.
yeah,
You know, I gotta have my proper equipment.
yeah. Because acoustic drums just have so much more dynamic than the best electric kit I've played, just because of the feel itself.
Yeah. Yeah, just like the response from like a properly tuned drum, you can't beat that. Like that's what drew me to playing drums in the first place. Like I said before, like when I was 2 years old, watching somebody hit a drum, I was like, I bet that feels fucking good. And then I tried it, and I was like, it does feel good.
Yep.
You know.
I mean, that and you need the correct feel for the style you play. I guarantee you, if you sat on the best electric kit that's tuned the same as your drums, it still would be different for you, because you need that response from the size of the head you use, the size of the drum to the thickness of the ply, whether it's a clear or coated.
Right,
Everything's
exactly.
gonna
Yeah,
matter.
like everybody's got their head preference. Like them mesh heads, like they're cool. They're really responsive. Your shit's gonna snap right back at you.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're used to playing real drums all the time, it just ain't the same.
Yeah, I feel like you can't get the same feel out of a mesh head than you can out of like a nice big floor tom that's tuned wicked low for those flats.
Oh my, yeah, one that's tuned wicked low, and it doesn't have any buzz to it either.
Yeah.
Like it just thud. Oh my god.
I was
that shit. That
I was insane back when we were playing out, because I would, for the longest time, I had 2 hi-hats, 2 snares, 2 floor toms, 2 rack toms, and a piccolo tom. And then
hell yeah,
4
dude.
cymbals, a crash ride, a thin crash, and then just a small crash again. Eventually I got a
Hell
China,
yeah,
but
dude. That's a good fucking setup right there.
they used the sound guys would come over and be like, I don't know how to mic this up. I'd be like, I got this, dude.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing, because I'd only use the second hi-hat and snare for our couple of Primus cover we did, and a few other things, so I could do open hand instead of cross-armed.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the setup of a man that knows what he likes.
It was like it was a Franken kit too, so it wasn't good looking.
Yeah, well, it ain't about the looks. It's about how it feels and sounds.
Oh yeah, it's just nice to have a hi-hat on the right so you can do open hand, whatever you need.
Yeah. I've done the hi-hat on the right a couple of times. I got in my garage. I got one of them cable hi-hat deals. But I mean, I hate setting it up. It's so bulky and in the way. It's just like it's too much. And I'm so used to fucking playing just right-handed bullshit, you know. Hey, speaking of hi-hats, I got a little story for you.
Go
Not
for
really a
it.
story, but a fact. So, when I first started playing double bass, I I had a shitty hi-hat stand, three-legged hi-hat stand, and I
Didn't
had
pivot.
the double bass pedal, and I couldn't find a place to fit the hi-hat stand with that double pedal, so I had to have it way over to the left, right, like way over
Yeah.
here. And so I got used to playing it, and then like as I grew up, I even like when I got a two-legged one like later in life, like I was just like still like it feels good over here. I don't know what the hell the deal is. And then when I was like, I think I was like just around like 19, 20, I went to the chiropractor, and I was a new chiropractor, so I had to get all like new X-rays through them and everything. And they took the X-rays, and I went into the room, and the chiropractor came in, and she's like, "Okay, we got a big problem." I was like, "What's the deal?" He's like, "Your entire pelvis and your back is like totally twisted to the left, and we don't know why." I'm like, I was like, he's like, "Do you have any idea why that would be a thing?" I'm like, "This." He's like, "Holy shit." And I was like, "Yeah." So like, my entire body is like, just like morphed into the shape of my drum kit.
You got a
Like
little bit of a helix
my
going
hips are
on.
twisted. Like if you look at me, like my t-shirts, look at my t-shirt. It's off center right now.
Damn.
Like here's my shoulder, here's my shoulder. My shirts are all off center because my body is twisted.
Huh.
Isn't that fucking weird?
That is.
Like every single one of my t-shirts, the logos are always like off center to the left.
Damn, that shows that proper proper posture is good.
Yeah, seriously. Proper posture and how much I fucking ignored it.
Yeah, it makes sense why I have severe back pain.
Yeah, and then, you know what's up? Do you lift weights?
Not at all.
No, not at all, dude. If I fucking started like seriously lifting weights about a year and a half ago, my back hasn't went out once. My back feels fine, never any pain at all. I've had back problems my whole life. I started lifting weights 3, 4 times a week. I haven't been to the chiropractor in fucking a year.
Well, maybe that says something about like the helix structure. Maybe it's strong. It helps your back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like maybe you're like if you lift and your muscles kind of like are the glue to keep your shit together, no matter what shape your skeleton is.
Yeah.
But
It'll
I don't
adapt.
know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. That was some weird shit.
That's definitely odd.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, well,
Yes, sir.
I think that's probably about the time we got. We're gonna wrap it up. We'll start with this. Do you have anything to plug? Anything to shout out?
Shout out. Go listen to my band, The Black Order. My band, Bombvest, just put out a new record last week. It's disgusting, nasty, grindcore bullshit for degenerate people. So go listen to it. That's basically it.
All right. Well, don't forget to follow Cole Miner at Cole's Drums on Speed on Instagram. You'll also find his link tree. We'll throw all the info in the description of the video. I think that's going to be about it for this episode. Jammed Up with Jelly. You'll find all the info in the description. Peace out.
Hell yeah.